We've all seen the glamour side of racing. Any way you slice it, a NASCAR champion is a show business star.
From Music City, USA, it's Nashville Now, featuring special guest host Darrell Waltrip. Darrell's guest tonight, Junior Johnson. And now, live from the Gaslamp Theater in Opryland, welcome tonight's guest host of Nashville Now, Darrell Waltrip.
1984 NASCAR champion Terry Labonte sings, well, almost sings, on a country and western album.
The Winston Cup was just another big step.
And when those giant transporters load up with millions of dollars worth of equipment and cars to head to the racetrack, it is indeed a traveling roadshow. They roll along like a big-time band on a tour of one-night stands. For each, there's one goal. Another winning performance.
Me and the boys album. This is called Drinking My Baby Goodbye. I'm sitting on the bar stool in the return of that swell every day. Sitting here drinking, trying to keep my baby and I'm but I couldn't make a step. I don't know her anyway. She keeps standing out in the shot. For me, another one I'm giving you the other one. I'm drinking my baby goodbye.
Racer or rocker, the star is the one that always makes the headline. But the road crew is really the ones that makes the show work. So it's the roadie, not the star, that this story is all about.
It's a story about men and women who work 80 to 90 hours a week, away from home, under sometimes very dangerous conditions, with little sleep, for very little money, and only a tiny piece of the glory.
I know some of the guys that work with the pit crews, and it seems like it runs, pretty much parallel, the lives and maybe the type of people that do it. But it's a group of people striving for one thing, and for the success of the performance, or, for the car or for the show. So
that's kind of neat. You feel like you're part of a group that's doing what they want to do, and very highly charged competitive spirit about the whole place. But that's fun to me. It keeps you on edge, keeps your adrenaline flowing.
It takes a special breed of person, I think. A lot of people couldn't put up with it. They couldn't put up with the hours. Very seldom do they get days off.
Anybody that treats his road crew or his pit crew or whatever anything less than what he feels like he is, he's a damn fool.
In just 48 hours last week, Labonte's crew would haul the car from High Point, North Carolina to Talladega, Alabama, 10 hours away. The car would be track tested on the superspeedway, then loaded up and hauled back to North Carolina to be torn apart from radiator to gas tank, then rebuilt from the ground up, then hauled 11 hours down the road to Daytona. Driver Bud Crawford has been hauling race cars for 14 years. There are easier ways to make a living.
No, it's not for the money. I don't know how you put it. It's not as easy as they think it is. You're on the go all the time. You're working on the car. If you're not working on the truck, you're working in the shop. I used to just think, boy, racing's it. Well, now I know it's it. And I just love it. And if you don't love it, you just might as well get out of it.
As night closed in and the clouds began to empty, Bud Crawford kept the giant 18-wheeler rolling along through the storm. He would log nearly 1,500 miles in 2 days to reach Daytona by dawn to sign in with the rest of his crew. To the man, not one would have life any other way.
I've had a couple cars hit the jack and knock me down and things like that. And then you say, well, I'm getting out of this. They're going to have to get somebody else jack. But the whole time you're just lying to yourself because you love it.
Indeed, they do love it. No other word for it, Ned. Nice report.
Thank you. We're about ready to go racing again.
We have 87